Pink Fohawk is a crass, vulgar, violent, raunchy podcast that is meant for immature adult audiences only. Content warning is available in the description.
Welcome to Pink Fohawk, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Dan, Chris, perfect attendance thus far. It's been a little while since we've recorded, and so I feel like we need this. We needed this.
And I don't know what the fuck is going to happen because the chips are on the table now. More so than they have ever been.
Pretty tense situation. So first, let's do character intros. Can we do character intros? Start with whoever wants to start first.
I don't think I've ever started. Have I?
You have.
All of our best episodes you started, John, so let's have it.
Oh no, the pressure.
Don't break the streak.
Hi, I'm Christian. I play John Anderson, who's a typical 80s yuppie businessman with a black belt in Aikido.
Typical.
That's right. He used to work for one of the megacorps, and now he's out freelancing as a Shadowrunner. John has to pull down some serious cash to keep up with his expensive habits.
They're so pricey. They're so pricey, those habits.
John is a typical 80s businessman who's far anything but typical.
Yeah, I laughed at that myself.
I love it.
Hey, Shadow Punks. My name's Dan. I play Tina Bone Meal. She's just a mountain of meaty troll muscle out here looking for a friend. Cracking skulls, crushing balls.
She had a friend. Does she still have a friend? I don't know.
Oof, we are on rocky terrain, my friends. It is rainy. It is slippery, and everything that Tina holds dear to her heart is now up for grabs. It's just, everything's on the table.
Dan's mic is so much clearer and warmer, like an NPR sketch, like on SNL. Like it's so, like I almost like, as you were talking, I was like, Dan needs to like do a Patreon like phone sex for like weird creepy fans who like need to like Tina crushing their balls.
Dude, actually that's brilliant.
Okay, I'm gonna do an ASMR intro real quick. Hey there, Shadow Punks. My name's Dan, and I play a Tina Bone Meal. Just a mountain of meaty troll muscle out here looking for a friend. Cracking skulls and crushing balls.
It's a very different feel.
You're like sweaty balls.
Sweaty balls.
Hey there, Shadow Punks. You have balls that want crushed?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
How's your balls doing?
Smooth baby balls.
So, you guys have shadow facts for me this evening?
Yeah.
No.
I didn't write this one down, but I did plan it on my drive home from work today. So I'm just going to kind of spitball it from the cuff. Mixed metaphors.
I'm just going to snowball it.
Just snowball it.
It's just snowball it. All right. All right. So Tina, over the last 2 episodes, Tina's been on this run with John, but in the back of her mind the entire time she's been getting a little bit anxious because something isn't quite sitting right with her. It goes back to a previous shadow fact where she got in an endless loop on her chip while she was riding the roller coaster, and then she vomited and like she went to the hospital. That's what saved her. But she is aware she was basically unconscious and then woke up in the hospital. So she doesn't know how she got from her apartment to the hospital. And so it's kind of like in the pit of her stomach, she's got this, she knows that somebody took her there and she doesn't want it to be who she thinks it was. She actually had somebody on the schedule for a session down in the torture dungeon. It was her contact, Orville Dubois, who is a French-Canadian dwarf, who's basically Joe Pesci from Lethal Weapon 4, and he's just a stage 5 clinger, and it's kind of an issue. She's been trying to shake this guy for a while, but he pays well, so. She doesn't want it to be him, but she kind of thinks it was him, but she doesn't know who brought her to the hospital, so.
I love that Tina has someone that she doesn't want to have as a friend.
Yeah, no, and that's the perfect, like, she wants people in her life so badly, but her client, like, her go-to client, like, won't leave her alone.
Tina's got so much on her plate.
She really does.
She's happy to be alive, but she's just, you know, she's like, God damn, I hope it wasn't Orville.
Wow.
Dubois.
Orville.
Orville Dubois.
Orville Dubois. That's awesome.
Okay, well, my shadow fact is a little update on John's current sobriety situation.
All right, I want to hear it.
He's still crushing a pack a day.
Nice.
On cigarettes.
Not nice. Not nice. Bad habit.
Cigarettes and coffee, but he's clean completely on Nova Coke. John's getting almost like like Costanza when he stops having sex. In fact, I think John is also going into a realm of like celibacy, and he's getting smarter. His apartment's cleaner than it usually is, even though he has a maid.
Right.
He's being more careful.
She has less to do. Yes.
Yeah, the maid has less work to do. He's just becoming sharper.
He's tuned into his surroundings.
Yeah, and he's doing well. He's holding to his vow.
He's a more productive human being.
He is.
I love it. It is like George Costanza, where it's like, this is a better version of John, but it's not the one we want. Well, so get this. I have a shadow fact that's it's not set in the Shadowrun universe.
Fuck yeah.
I've been listening to our episodes, and I realize I drop a joke a lot, and Chris knows this joke. Dan, I don't think you know the backstory to this joke, but
inside jokes.
I'm going to reveal it to everyone so that now when they hear us do this, they know why we're doing it.
Okay.
Well, every time I'm looking for dice, I always go, baby, you got any dice?
Yeah, I feel like Dan is basically Tina and thinks he's on the inside joke, but has no idea that he's not on the inside joke.
Right.
I felt like, did this happen to you in college?
So while I was in college, I worked in the video checkout center at my college's film program. And camera checkout, not video
camera
checkout.
I was like, was this like a fucking blockbuster?
That'd be amazing.
Camera checkout center. And there was this girl that worked with me. She told me this story that was just crazy. That she had this ex-boyfriend. Anytime that they started to get frisky, and he liked when she took ice and rubbed it on his asshole.
What?
At the same time. And she was telling me this in annoyance. Like, it got to a point where it was like, he needed it. He needed it for him to get off. I go, well, how does that come up? So then what's so genius, this is where the phrase came from. She said that they would just be sitting and he'd lean over and go, baby, you got any ice? And to me, that's the fucking funniest. Not sexy. When you know it means that ice is going to go on your asshole.
It's funny if it gets confusing. Like he's got like a warm beverage. And she's like, oh, you want it for the drink or your ass?
That's endearing almost, you know? They sound like a married couple. It's like you got that code, the code word. You could say it across a party. No one knows what you're talking about. Baby, got any ice?
True.
I was like, that's unsanitary though. Like, I don't want to get any ice out of your ice box.
Seems messy.
As far as fetishes, it's not super gross.
It's like a frozen bidet, but it's in your bed. It's like not sanitary.
Yeah. I have a feeling that he goes through ice quite a bit.
I guarantee you she stopped filling that fucking ice tray pretty quick.
You know, I'm just realizing, I think I go through a lot of ice. We use a lot of ice.
What do you use it for, Christian?
Baby, you got any ice?
Good question.
Well, I'm happy I got you guys up to speed on that. I realize how often I say it, and I just don't think about it. And
now I'll think about that every time.
Also, baby, you got any dice? I'm sure there's someone out there that likes dice rubbed on their asshole. So
definitely.
That's true.
That's for them.
100-sided 2-pound die that's like 3 inches in diameter. Like, yeah, get it in there.
Yeah, right.
Roll it around my asshole.
Made of brass.
They need the 20-sided die. It's got to be the perfect.
I can take it.
All right.
Ribbed for her pleasure.
Or his.
Let's get you into this world, guys.
Right.
After receiving a misplaced text from Skunk, low-life, dumb shit runner that Tina kind of swore to never work with again.
With Ranger Arms.
Ranger Arms is a firearm company. The type of sniper rifle.
Okay, so it's a gun. It's a weapon.
It's a gun. It's a sniper rifle.
Okay.
High-powered sniper rifle.
Gotcha.
All right, so Tina received a text from Skunk that tipped her off on a hit job. And then John and Tina joined up with Skunk's crew of Shadowrunners to assassinate the Simpsons pop star Jessica.
That's right.
You guys went to the concert. You guys got set up. They had a plan already set in motion, basically. John, you were the driver using Boz's van.
Right.
Not just the driver. You were wired into the car.
Yeah, he's got a vehicle control rig. He's a rigger.
You are the car. You're a rigger.
He is the getaway car and getaway driver. The crew consisted of an elf female named Sovereign, who was the leader of the Shadowrun crew.
Right.
There was a human Decker named Deadbolt.
Right.
There was a human male named Onyx, who was a physical adept. He could see into the astral. Buzzsaw, who was a male orc.
There were a lot of them.
And then Skunk.
With the Ranger Arm.
With the Ranger Arms.
The Blade 2 crew.
The Blade 2 crew. Right. And I think Onyx was even kind of like Blade.
Piled inside the metallic husk of John, who is Boz's arrow stars.
Yes, exactly.
Right.
Crammed up and packed tight up inside John's.
Packed in there real tight.
Wait, what the fuck?
So
like 100-sided brass die.
There's like weird like body horror that like John is like the car itself. Like I wasn't expecting. Can we be clear? Like I feel like John has a relationship with the road and the tires and things, but like he doesn't feel them like inside his body like John Malkovich.
No, it's not quite like that. It's not quite like that. It's pleasurable. I'm kidding. All right. Unbeknownst to the crew, tensions came to a fever pitch between John and Tina, who couldn't seem to agree whether or not to go through with the hit.
This is true.
As John was pushing for completing the job and taking the money, while Tina couldn't stand the idea of killing her favorite pop star.
That's right.
The run was going smoothly as Buzzsaw, Tina, and Onyx took down the mage security inside the concert to bring down the magical barrier.
Did some dirty work, nice and clean.
But just as soon as a shot opened up for Skunk in his sniper perch, Tina phoned him in private, used her voice modulator with tonal shift to impersonate Sovereign, and convinced him to instead shoot Buzzsaw and Onyx.
That's fucking right.
Fucking lying bitch.
Tina then threw a fire extinguisher onto the stage and shot it with her shotgun to obscure Jessica and prevent a shot being taken at her. Yes, you did.
Fuck yeah. And I hit it?
You hit it. You hit it perfect.
Fuck yeah. Peppered that shit.
It exploded and it obscured her so a shot couldn't get taken at her.
Powdered it.
Jessica was then whisked down into the stage in a security elevator, causing the entire crowd of 70,000 people in the audience, all connected to her and each other by a SimSense, to be abruptly dump shocked in the stands.
Fuck.
Tina now finds herself becoming quickly surrounded by security, while John is witnessing a flurry of police activity outside behind the arena.
To be clear, John I'm pissed, right? Because I'm like, don't do this. I definitely wanted to kill this chick.
Yes.
You did. You did.
There was some back and forth.
We had some confusing conversations where I thought we were on the same page, but like, you still want to kill her. Tina obviously went rogue. She saved Jessica. Because you're all about runs. You're all about doing the job.
Right.
Yeah.
Tina did go out on her own.
So Tina, basically what's going on here? You're running down this hallway. You rolled a stealth roll to see if you could slink into that hallway and not be seen after you shot that extinguisher. But you failed it.
I failed?
So the security sees you going into this hallway and they start to follow you.
Okay.
The doors are closed on the other end of this tunnel.
Like as the exit to the stadium are closed?
Yes.
Okay.
You can see that they're closed.
Okay.
I'm going to have you right now roll me reaction. And you're going to go against these two security guards.
Fuck yeah. All right. How was I doing? Did I incur any damage?
You did. You have a -1 light stun.
I have a light stun.
From a mana bolt. You took a mana bolt. While Dan is getting that figured out, I want to let John know where he's at.
Okay.
You are currently parked outside behind the loading dock.
Right.
A high threat response Lone Star assault van has pulled up and parked right behind you. Two of them step out of the van and post up on either side of the van and are aimed at the back doors.
Oh my God.
That's where you're at.
So I got a reaction, you said?
You got to roll reaction.
Tina's
Target
got
number 4.
reaction 4.
Yours is target number 5 because of your light stun.
Reaction 4, target 5. No 5s. 2 1s, a 2, and a 3.
Okay.
Fuck. What does that mean? What's going to happen?
What does that mean?
What does it mean? What does it mean?
And did they see me? Did they see me shoot the extinguisher? Do they even know they're after me?
You don't know what they've seen.
All right. Okay.
You don't know what they've seen.
You don't know shit. Okay. The next thing you know, so Tina, you turn, you see these two people run into this hallway.
Yeah.
You hear the distinct sound of a pin and a grenade get pulled.
Shit.
And a canned grenade comes flying and rolling towards you.
How far are they away from me?
Not far. 12 meters.
That means it's probably not an offensive grenade because they'd kill themselves if they're only...
I think, Tina, you're a pro at this. I think you would be able to know that it's a fucking stun grenade.
Woo! So I wanted to ask you if I can do this. Well, Tina sees the grenade coming, because grenades have a little bit of a delay, right?
Sure.
Tina sees the grenade, and the first thing she thinks is, I don't see any cover around me, so she takes off her ballistic jacket and just throws it on the grenade to try and take away some of that. I don't know if you're gonna let me do that or not.
Cool. No, all right. Roll me a quickness.
Okay.
Target number 5.
4 dice. So she sees the grenade coming. A 6, a 5, and a 4 and a 1.
All right. Yeah, you.
It also leaves her exposed.
It does.
She doesn't have her ballistic jacket.
That's true,
on.
but it's gonna like really stun me if it like hits me. So I don't even know how much.
I hear you, but I mean, you're taking a risk. That's what I like about it.
She whips her jacket off in like one motion. We go like 360 with the jacket and just fucking flings it, and it does like a little frisbee parachute landing. Lands right on top of this thing.
Okay, that's pretty sick. So roll me your body.
Okay.
It's going to be versus...
Is this combat now?
Yes, it is. So you can use your combat dice.
I feel like I'm going to be in combat with these guys, so I'm not going to waste any combat dice.
So normally, you'd be rolling against a 6 minus your impact armor halved.
Ballistic 5, impact 3 is the jacket.
So it would normally be a 1. But because you threw this thing on there, I'm going to say you get to get the benefit of your full impact armor.
Okay.
So the target number is going to be 3.
Okay.
Which sucks. But that was a cool idea, so I'm going to let you have it.
Okay.
I'm trying to take Tina down, you see.
You can
like
take
it.
me fucking down.
Tina's a fucking tank, man. I'm trying to
Tina
take her
can throw her
down.
body on that thing and just snuff it out like a candle. All right, here we go. 10 dice.
10 dice, target number 4, actually, because of your light wound.
A 6, a 6, a 5, and a 6.
4 successes.
Touche, Tina.
This isn't the first dark tunnel Tina's been in, my friend. With a fucking concussive grenade coming at her. It's not even offensive.
So you take a moderate stun wound.
What?
On top of that, yeah.
Could give you concussion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Your jacket contained quite a bit of it. Stage the damage down. It was a fucking 6 serious. You stage it down to a moderate.
Fuck.
So Tina, this fucking thing goes off. It explodes your fucking jacket. That's in tatters. It's gone.
My jacket's gone?
Your jacket's fucking gone. It just blew it to shreds.
Now, in front of these two people, what kind of race are they? What are they? Describe these
They
guys.
are both.
What kind of race?
They're both.
Getting a little. You're like.
Ah, no, but that's what it's called. That's what it's called. Are they trolls? Are they dwarves? What are they?
They are humans. Both of them are humans.
I think it's funny if you fulfill my. You're like, they're both orc pig creatures from Return of the Jedi.
Right. Yeah, they're pig people. Pig people.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
They're oinkers.
They look like a yummy snack, is what they look like. Tina is just like fucking ripped. She just had a fight with like a fucking mage before she saved Jessica. And her adrenaline's pumping. And she like threw her jacket off. Underneath it, she's wearing, it's not a jumper. It's basically like skin tight overalls. She's just like fucking busting out of this thing. Just muscles rippling. These two pig orcs are.
Are they pig orcs now? Are they pig orc people?
Sure, pigs. These oinkers. These pig oinkers. I mean, they're cops.
Straight out of Star Wars.
What does Tina do? Are you fleeing? What are you doing? Are you going to try to fucking fight
you said
these
the
guys?
doors behind me are locked.
I didn't say they're locked. I said they're closed.
But I know that I went back on the whole plan, so it's not like I'm running back the way I came in. I'm not like going back to John's van at this point. So I'm just trying to get out.
Okay.
So she's going to throw a concussive grenade and turn and run.
Okay.
Toss it and fucking run.
So roll me your throw weapons.
2 dice, concussive grenade, because I don't want to be affected by an offensive grenade in this tight little area.
Are you in a tight area? Where are you again?
We're like in a tunnel to the arena.
It's target number 3, but then it's a target number 5 because of your moderate stun wound.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
2 dice, target number 5.
Yep.
Here it comes. 3 and a 2.
You throw it, it doesn't quite go all the way. You're sweaty, you're slick. You've just been fighting this fucking guy with your chain. You're just leaving it kind of between you and them, and you're running away. Okay. John, we're coming to you. You're in the van right now, and you're hearing Sovereign next to you going, fuck, fuck. And you hear on the call Skunk going,
They see me. Come get me the fuck out of here, Sovereign.
the high threat response van is pulled up behind you.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception, John.
I'm trying to remember like where everyone is. Like where's Tina? Like where
So
is
at the
everyone?
end of last episode, John tried to call Tina and Tina ghosted him. She didn't answer.
Right. Do I know where Skunk is? I know where these people
Skunk
are.
is posted up on top of the Kawasaki Ninja dealership.
All right, so perception.
So your target number is 4, so you got 2 successes.
2 successes.
Now just roll me 1d6. Just no target, just roll a 1d6.
What is it?
2.
What does that mean?
John, you can tell just looking at the license plate, that van behind you,
Yeah.
you can tell that's the one that you planted C4 on.
Fuck.
Nice. I want John to like put on the emergency brake of the van and just start roasting the tires.
Oh yeah, like
Just doing like a brake boost. And then like let her off and just like burn out, peel away.
Fuck yeah.
And as he's peeling away to pick up Skunk,
Nice.
I want him to trigger that C4.
Okay.
I like it. I like
As you
it.
do this, both fucking Lone Star officers turn their head because their eyes are on the door. Now you're fucking peeling these tires out. They turn and see you.
Obviously
squeal off.
a dumb move. Could have just driven away. It's an 80s world.
Fuck yeah, man.
No one
it's
doesn't
sick.
peel out in 70s and 80s movies. Everyone peels out.
And they got to deal with the cloud of smoke now.
People are screaming over comms. Sovereign's yelling at you. You're squealing these fucking tires. You take off and you're ripping around this corner. You can see the Kawasaki dealership. It's like basically like a 6-7 story all glass, angular, crazy rotunda thing.
Cool.
And he's up on top, and he's the words Kawasaki. He's like in the hole of like the A. He's like waving to you guys as you're coming up closer. You can see 2 squad cars squealing up either side of the building on each side of him.
Well, I want to detonate that C4 van.
Okay.
I want it to, as I'm peeling out.
Okay. Before you turn the corner, you can see in your rear view, you just see this thing fucking detonate. And the whole van like flips up and over onto its hood, you know?
Explodes forward and does
Nice.
the front flip.
Like
Yeah.
fucking Dark Knight, right? Like,
Yeah. And it just blows both those fucking officers. Like, they just get fucking thrown like ragdolls.
Does he have to roll for that, or it's automatic?
No, that did it. It was just a C4 planted on the bottom of the van.
it was set up, yeah.
Fucked. Yeah.
Shit, yes.
Now you're squealing around the side. You see these 2 squad cars either side of the Kawasaki dealership as you roll up close to it.
So he's like up above me in these glass buildings.
Yeah, and he's yelling to you in the thing. He's like,
Get up close, I'm gonna jump.
All right.
Shit.
All right.
It's gonna fucking ruin Boz's Aerostar, man.
So I wanted to pull up.
Sarah's gonna be so fucking pissed.
I want to put in the emergency brake and like put it in reverse and start roasting and brake boosting as he's like waiting for him to jump.
That's sick. Okay, Skunk. Now he's probably 3 stories above the ground. He's gotten down to sort of closer to the ground. Jumps off 3 stories though.
30 feet.
And I'm just gonna roll to see how he
He's
does.
definitely gonna break a leg.
Oh, dude, he's gonna put a hole in the roof. Is that? Here's a question. Only Sarah would know this. Is there a skylight in the Aerostar?
There is now.
There should.
Do you want one? Okay, so he actually did all right. So he did break his leg, but that's all he did. He hits the van. He actually lands onto the van. And John, you can feel it. You're jacked into this car. You feel him on the back of the van.
Yeah, does that hurt me or is like how much?
No, it doesn't hurt
You
you.
just feel it.
Yeah, you can just tell he's on there. You can like
Got it.
You can tell he's there. He breaks his fucking leg, but he clings on to the top.
John's gonna be like, hold on to your butts, and then just like let the emergency brake down. And it starts backing up, reversing, and maybe he does like a cop turn.
Yeah,
like
dude,
turns around.
Sick.
You should do the James Bond spin, man, where you do like just like lock up one wheel and just do like 5 360s and just like let the machine guns rip the whole time.
I'm thinking, I love that, Dan, but I'm thinking like Blues Brothers, like 70s, like
Yeah, old man.
like old school, like just reverse J turn, like tires breaking away on the back, like
Yeah.
this is a shit van. This isn't an Aston Martin.
By the way, I forgot to mention the hood, like the front hood of the van now. We talked about how he'd put his money toward a fucking sick new souped out engine on this thing, and the block is sticking through the roof. He cut a hole so that the fucking sick engine block can stick up and out of it.
I love it.
So this thing's got some extra horsepower now.
It does.
It's like a V8 Aerostar.
So he's got an intake. He's got like a nice air intake.
Yes.
He's got like a NOS intake for somebody to go up there and spit some NOS into it.
Right.
Nice.
I just rolled and Skunk was able to hold on while you did your sick cop spin.
Fuck yeah.
So where are you headed, John?
That's a good question. This is Boz's vehicle that I still equipped with rockets.
She took the rockets out. Boz took the rockets out.
She took away the rockets.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to find some sort of conventional gate exit then.
You're on the north end, so basically the streets are right ahead of you. Yeah,
You're not
you can.
confined. You could just drive if you want.
That's all I wanted to know. I want to know is he doubling back or is he getting out of there?
I think John has to get out of there. I think he's been ghosted.
You should sub-vocal her while you're rigging, man.
Up to John. He tried to call you, Tina. You ghosted.
That is
I think
true.
John's a little pissed. I'm not gonna lie, Tina. I hate to leave you high and dry, but
It's okay, because Tina's probably not going to answer anyway, because she's running away from a fucking grenade right now.
Honestly, if Tina stopped in front of me, maybe I'd do something. But right now, he's getting the fuck out of there.
All right, so we're going to come back to Tina.
Okay.
Tina, you're able to run through. Roll me a body. You hear the explosion of the fucking HTR van outside explode. You hear that explosion outside.
Here we go.
Your target number is going to be 6.
I got 3 6s.
You put your shoulder into these double doors, and someone had braced it shut, but you fucking smash it open. Troll explode that door open.
Fucking troll dozered that fucking shit. Yeah.
Double doors are open. You're now into like the main concourse, And there are people that were like basically out in the concession stand shit. They're all flooding out.
The door just kind of looks like a shotgun blast, just like blew a fucking hole in them, and she does like a barrel roll and pops up and just kind of skids out into the middle of this.
And there's people screaming and shit because like they're just at the concession stands. They're trying to run out of there. They've heard gunshots. They've heard all this shit now. Now your grenade goes off in the background. Boom! You hear it detonate behind you.
All right, nice.
And people are kind of like partying around you and running around you to get out. But they're all flooding toward those fucking dock doors in the back.
For some reason, I'm picturing Tina like menacing to this crowd, like almost like Terminator 1, like nightclub scene, like trench coat,
you just
like
blew through 2 double security doors.
Everyone's screaming and running, and like Tina looks terrifying to these people.
And her jacket's gone, and her muscles are just fucking glistening, just like fucking rippling.
You made that abundantly clear.
I'm just imagining Tina like very veiny right now.
Lots of like visible veins, and the tits are just busting. Yeah.
Oh god.
All right.
So I'm out here in the open, and people are running and screaming.
Yes.
She takes one quick look back over her shoulder because she heard her concussive grenade go off. She just wants to see if these guys are coming at her.
Roll me perception.
That's 3 dice for Tina. Here it comes. 4, 2, 2.
Yeah, so it's target number 6. So you didn't get any. It's just so cloudy. There's just fucking dust and like ozone and shit all over in this hallway. You can't. It's obscured your vision. Yeah,
can't see. Okay. Tina's just going to start running. She's not going to follow the crowd. She's just going to look around. Does she see a doorway in front of her somewhere that exits the building?
Yeah, you can see sort of a security doorway that leads outside to the...
She's just going straight for it. Dead sprint, she's going straight for it.
There's sort of a ton of chaos, but you can just hear like the door buzzer alarm go off as you hit this door. It's sort of like a...
Yeah.
You come out onto sort of like a steel stairway that's like maybe a story up. And there's like stairs that lead down to the ground.
She's gonna do a little like kick jump and like hop on that railing and try to like ride the railing down.
Sick.
Storage. Just a little flavor.
Sick.
Yeah.
Right. John
roll me quickness. Target number is gonna be 6.
Straight quickness? Oh yeah, Tina's got 5 quickness.
Yep.
2 modifiers. So what does that mean? Target number 8?
6. It would have been a 4.
Okay. Oh shit, dropped 1. It's a 3 on the ground and 2, 2, 4, 5.
Oh man, Tina's not rolling hot tonight.
Damn it. Tina she's so dense right now and so hyped up on adrenaline that she doesn't realize that she's
want her to land like right on her crotch, like on the ball, like fucking Chris Farley, like, oh, son of a...
She just kind of misses it and then like trips forward and like racks herself like in her groin area and then just like flops forward and like her face just smashes into the bar. She still rides the railing down, but her face smashes into the bar. That's what I want to say after.
I'm just imagining the fucking 9.5-foot troll riding down this fucking pole.
I always laugh when Dan tells you what happens too.
I like it. I wanted it.
I mean, I fucked up.
Tina, you get up and your overalls you got a massive moose knuckle from these overalls tight up in your crotch region.
Moose knucked.
She's outside of the of the arena, right? And she kind of gets up, looks around. Does she see any vehicles around?
You can see a flaming corpse of a van, just a fucking completely destroyed van. And there's 2 motionless fucking...
Any live bodies
No
there?
one's alive. You're seeing some squad cars pull around on the back western side to come out and check out. Basically, they're downed officers.
Okay.
But they don't see you yet. They're just...
It'd be funny if she saw like the burned out wheel marks.
This is what I want to do.
Yeah,
this is
you
what I want to
see
do.
thick rubber just tracking all the way around the corner, and you know that it was the van. It was John.
What Tina's gonna do, if she has time, is she's gonna run right up to one of those bodies that's lifeless next to the husk of the flaming vehicle, and she's just gonna like lay on the ground and pull that dead body right over top of her and just play dead.
Oh,
she's gonna play dead.
Wow.
Just long enough to see if like the guys who are coming after her like are still coming after her.
Okay.
Holy shit, she's going like fucking.
She's going
I love how she's so huge, but now she's playing like Vietnam 2 moves.
I'm going to base it on their perception. So, the 2 officers that were chasing you come out and they look like...
Did they get stunned?
They are rubbing their eyes. They look like completely fucking stunned.
Okay.
And they look down and they see the flaming remains of this fucking van. And they're just like, oh my... You just hear them kind of like, oh my God. Oh my God. And they're kind of looking around and they... run back inside to help people. They don't see you, Tina.
Okay, fucking sick. Yeah.
But
she's just playing possum.
patrol cars squeal up from the western side, up alongside the van, and they get out and they're basically like, they got these extinguishers and they're fucking shooting onto the fire to put it out. You see 2 officers run over to check the pulse of one of the other dead officers over there, and you see one of them start to come your way.
Oh shit.
I'm just gonna lay there. I'm just gonna lay there and keep my eyes closed. That's all I'm gonna do. And if they check my pulse, then they check my pulse and I'm alive.
Wait, so you're not underneath the body, you're like, it's your body?
Tina just laid on the ground and kind of pulled the body, like draped it over her like she's part of the carnage.
What body can cover Tina Bone Meal?
She's trying to look like she's dead, not that she's being hidden.
I'm a casualty that was nearby, you know?
Roll me your method acting, Tina.
All right, 2 dice, here it comes.
Target number 6.
Oh no.
Did you glitch?
I snake-eyed.
Oh shit!
I got double 1s.
Oh gee, that's not your night tonight.
That's a crit fail, right?
That's a glitch. That's a glitch.
But what does that mean? It just means that like it didn't work. It's not like
if you roll a critical glitch, that means something bad happens. Okay,
I totally failed. But it's not like my head blew off. It's like
no, you don't die. No, this guy, his perception was actually pretty bad. He checks the pulse of the officer and he's like, oh my, he's
shit.
We got a dead one. And he steps over and steps right on your fucking like cheek, and you can't help but be like you just grunt. And he looks down, like he's like. He's like, oh shit! He pulls his gun out and he holds it at you.
Shit.
He's like, oh, we got a live one here. You see 2 other officers start to run over to help him out. They come up on either side of you and they're like, oh shit, that's a big one. You see one of them take like a taser out and hold it at you. And they start to try like, is she awake? And they start nudging you with their boot.
Tina's just gonna keep grunting. She's going.
One of them bends down and he grabs a zip tie and takes one of your hands and he grabs your other hand and starts to zip tie your hands behind your back.
Ben, what would it take for me to roll for John to like come back around for one last spin?
You tell me, man.
Well, what kind of roll?
Is that what you're doing?
I feel like, yeah, John's he's got a conscience, but these other people are I don't know what they're gonna do to him. I don't know what this is gonna be like.
Roll me a reaction.
Reaction.
As this is happening, Tina, it doesn't sound like you've resisted. He zips your hands behind your back. They're zipped together, zip tied.
Okay.
My reaction is 8.
Roll 8 and roll target number 4.
Telling me these aren't metal restraints. These are just plastic zip ties on a troll.
Yes, but they're thick.
Good to know. Good to know.
But you might be able to break them. You might. I don't know. 1 success. No, 2 successes. All right. They also got 2 successes. So basically, okay. 3 of them are trying to lift Tina. She's heavy as fuck, and they're trying to pick her up to get her into the back of the car.
She's still just groaning.
As this happens, Tina, you can hear the sound of a fucking Ford fucking Aerostar ripping around this fucking corner.
I feel like the cops are behind me still. It's like a fucking like
fucking sabotage music video.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just imagining like slow motion, like Tina like kind of lifts her head up and looks, and she can see around the corner the fucking van leaning hard, right? And it's just sliding sideways, like it comes from around the fucking arena.
It's just drifting.
Yeah, just drifting sideways.
Totally.
Coming at you.
And those old vans would do that, for sure.
Fuck yeah.
Rear wheel drive.
You got a lot of weight.
Hell yeah.
And you can see Skunk on top. He's holding on to the fucking top of this fucking van. Yeah, John, what are you doing?
I wanna hit these guys. I wanna fucking hit these guys and give Tina a chance to get in.
So are you barreling right at her?
I'm assuming the person in the back, she's gonna fucking be pissed. I don't know what she's gonna do to Tina.
This is bad.
This was a non-disgust.
Well, I called Skunk privately on a private cell phone line. No one else heard what I did.
No. And no one's had time to discuss any of this yet. So there's no.
Oh, that's true.
Right.
But I mean, they have to be pretty dumb not to know that they got double-crossed.
All the cops that you're trying to hit right now are right on Tina.
Oh, okay.
You can see Tina on the ground. She looks fucked up. You see like the car blowing
John's gonna play chicken with them. He's going at Tina.
Fuck.
Flying right at Tina.
Shit.
All right. You see this van barreling full speed at you, Tina.
Tina's thinking like Ninja Turtles right now. She's looking for a manhole to like slip into or something.
I'm gonna have to do a good roll at the last minute. I'm gonna try to disperse the cops at the last minute. I'm gonna crank the wheels and do a hockey
You
stop.
should send up the horns, man, and just fucking chop their heads off. Like
You mess with the buzz, you get the horse. Let's see here. All right, I'm looking at I'm gonna make them roll willpower because this is pretty fucked up. They see this van flying at them right now. And there's 2 cars in pursuit, squealing behind.
I'm definitely gonna be like hitting the horn, like beep, 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 beep,
Yeah.
beep.
Just a fucking Bosmobile coming at him in hot.
Okay, 1 fails. One of them is like, oh shit, and he just like runs in like all in slow motion, like dives like Barney Fife, like like dives out of the way. Okay.
Yes.
How many cops are on top of Tina?
Now there's 2. There were 3. Now there's 2 left. I'm rolling willpower for all of them. That was the same roll. This one also fucking sees the one guy dive, and he fucking jumps the other direction. He dives out of the way. Tina, you're laying down in the road. This fucking van is barreling at you full speed, and there's one guy on top of you, and he's not sure yet.
Can I try to help the situation?
I'm gonna roll his willpower. One more guy.
Okay.
Okay, this guy is... He's kind of more, not so much brave, he's just more petrified. He's just kind of standing on you and staring right into John's eyes as he's rolling.
All right, John's gonna e-brake hockey stop. I don't know if you want me to roll for this, but I want to stop like a foot in front of Tina.
Tina, what were you gonna do?
I was going to do an unarmed combat where I like roll over and just like kick the guy towards John and like splat him into like the grill or something like that.
All
Holy
right,
shit.
yeah.
Like she sees the Bosmobile coming at her hot and she's like, I've danced this dance before, I know what we're doing.
Yeah. Roll me a quickness.
Okay.
Target number's gonna be 6. You're damaged.
This is a 5.
Yep.
And I need a 6.
Yes.
Come on, baby. 1 6.
They got your hands tied really tight, actually, so it's actually hard for you to leverage and move yourself.
Fucking hurts.
But you're able to. This guy's just kind of petrified. He's just kind of like,
But she's been tied up before. She's tied a few people. She's tied a few people up
She knows
herself.
zip ties well.
The Houdini of zip ties, yes.
Your jumper's so tight that you're just able to like slip like underneath him between his legs.
She's like a hip thrust upwards into the side and just like kind of trampolines him towards the fucking arrow stars.
Okay, give me an unarmed.
like a popcorn trampoline, just like that acceleration, just like pow.
You fucking hip check him, but like
He goes airborne towards the arrow star.
pelvic thrust.
So what do I need to do?
Yeah, strength. Target number 6.
Here we go. 10 dice. 1 6, motherfucker.
You're able to do it. You get your quads are quivering with effort, and you fucking launch this
Pelvic thrust upwards, arms behind my back, and just launch this fucker towards the arrow star, slow motion, airborne, coming at John hot through the air.
And it's less of like a lift and throw and more of a fucking hard smack right on his taint where his balls are, and fucking smack him. He's like, oh, and
Double
gets launched. So John, roll me your car driving skill.
4?
Yes.
Yeah.
And your target number is going to be the handling of the arrow star, which is 4. So it's going to target number 4.
2 successes.
Fuck yes.
John, you fishtail to this fucking stop perfectly, or like Tina's kind of rolling the opposite direction now.
Like Ace Ventura.
And the back end of your van swings like a bat and hits this dude as he's flying in the air and just smacks him
Oh, hell yeah.
in the head.
Little kiss.
Smacks him and launches him the other direction like a baseball. Just smack, and he goes
Awesome.
flying.
Fuck yes.
And Tina, you're like barrel rolling
Just
the
like
other direction.
away, just like
These tires just missed Tina's head as they swerve around, and now the back end's pointed right at you, and he stopped.
Oh shit.
2 squad cars have just squealed around the corner in pursuit of John. They're trying to also do the fishtail.
Tina gets up, her arm's still behind her back, and like knocks on the back door of the Aerostar with her forehead. You know, just like, hey, I'm here.
Definitely opens it up.
Doors open.
Tina's like trying to get in. We gotta kind of wait for the door to completely open, and then she just kind of like launches herself into the back of the car.
Skunk's still holding on. Skunk's holding on to the top. He's still clinging to it. All right, Tina's in the van.
Who's in the van with us here? So
Sovereign's in the passenger seat.
John's
driving, and Skunk's on top.
and I'm in the
now
back.
You're in the back.
That's it. That's
Yep.
it. Okay, got it.
All right.
Tina just kind of shouts up to Sovereign because she knows John's kind of like in the rigor zone. Hey, you got anything for these zip ties?
She looks at John and then she reaches down in like her inner thigh and pulls out like a Bowie knife and just like tosses it back at you.
Sick.
Not throw, but like a toss.
She tosses it back on the floor. Tina like kind of like awkwardly like rolls over and tries to get her hands on it and then like grabs it.
John's got to be stepping on it at the same time, like knocking her back to the door.
Tina slides back to the back of the van and like she can't grab the Bowie knife, like just right out of her reach.
He's gonna try to thread the needle between the two cop cars that are coming at him.
While John is working his magic, Tina's just like wrestling in the back.
Roll me a
like,
quickness, Tina.
Quickness. 5
John,
dice.
roll me driving skill, and we're gonna do target number. Your handling's 4. I'm gonna add its difficult terrain, so it's gonna be.
Tina rolled 2 6s, a 5, a 4, and a 3.
Yeah, you're able to get your hands cut. Like you cut the wire.
Grab that Bowie knife, pop those zip ties, and she's free.
Nice.
She slips it into her sock, into her troll boot.
John, roll me your driving skill, which was 4, I believe. Target number is going to be 7. You can actually add your control pool to that.
Oh, I'm definitely adding 4.
Like, this is the escape. Like, this is it.
Damn.
No successes?
No successes.
God damn it.
The added weight with Tina in the back, it just kind of throws you off. You're not able to kind of thread it exactly what you want. You smash right into the side of one of these squad cars and barrel it out of the way.
Fuck.
Wait, can I see if I can like start? Like it should kill the engine. I need to now see if I can start it.
That's amazing. If you fucking like critted, I'd say that happened. But you know, you're all right. It's still running.
I love to make things more difficult for John.
Fucking skunk still on.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Fucking John, you see him like squeak down the windshield for a second. He's like, ah, and then he like fucking pulls himself back up onto the.
I mean,
hood.
Skunk should get inside at this point. Like now that it's stopped.
If Tina's allowed to help, I would like to.
What's up?
I want Tina to punch a window out on like the side of the van. That, like,
van.
Like he just smashed into one car, right? And there's 2 of them.
By the way, I have driven a minivan from the 90s. I don't remember what brand it was. That was a stick shift.
Really?
That's awesome.
I had 2 friends that parents had stick shift minivans in the 90s.
That's gotta be the Bosmobile, man.
Which is fucking badass.
That's badass, yeah.
Tina's just gonna grab the driver's side back sliding door.
I don't think there's a door on the left side. Because I'd say that's where Boz is like, she's got the fucking rocket launchers inside.
I can punch a window out.
Yeah, there's a window. You can punch the window out.
Do I have to roll for that?
No. You got 10 strength.
Tina punches the fucking window out, pulls out her T250 short shotgun, levels it at the driver and the other cop car.
Oh, sick. All right, roll me.
Lets it rip.
Yeah, roll me your shotgun skill. He's in cover in a moving car. So I'm going to say that's like an added 4 on top of your penalty of 2. So that's 6 penalty on a target number of 4.
Okay.
So target number 10.
Do I get combat dice?
You can use your combat dice, yeah.
5 in Defiance T250 specialty.
Yep.
I am going to add 5 combat dice because we're on the move anyway, so why not?
I mean, you just smashed into this car. You're fucked up still from your
I'm bouncing around in there. Yeah. 10 dice. 2 6s.
All right.
So I get to re-roll my 6s, and I'm looking
for 4s.
Here we go. 2 5s, bitches.
Woo!
Yes.
He like drives right into it as you take your shot. It's just like perfectly lined up. Boom! And it just hits him right in the fucking face. And you hear the horn go off on his car as his head falls forward on his horn.
Oh.
Nice.
Like his foot's still on the gas and it drives right over and flies right into that fucking stairwell that
That
steals
was a
it.
fucking great roll. That's the first 10 I've ever hit.
I want John to like press on the gas to drive away, and this time he's not holding down the emergency brake, but his tires are so like worn and bald that they're still like they're struggling to get traction.
They're squealing as you rip around this corner again, okay? The cop car that you smashed into, it's kind of doing like a 3-point turn and turning back around. The guy's still okay. The car's driving all right. So you get some distance on it.
Oh.
We're going downtown.
Little car chase. So John, you're going down
I want to
First
get on the
Avenue.
highway like OJ.
Yes. John is ripping south of the Seattle Coliseum and turning west toward the Puget Sound. You can see, now it's like 8 o'clock. It's busy. It's fucking traffic. Like it's super, all the streets are super packed. John, roll me 2d6 quick. No target number, just roll me 2d6.
This is a dice rolling night, guys. This is
man.
fantastic. I love
The
it.
dice are rolling.
Baby, you got any dice? 4 and a 4.
As you pull onto the highway that's running alongside the Puget Sound, as you get there, the light's red, and there's just a fucking crowd of pedestrians all crossing the street.
Shit.
Now you gotta roll me your car skill
do it, John.
with your handling to see if you avoid hitting anybody.
John, pedestrians.
There's hold on. I rarely do this, GM.
Yeah.
But this is a Dan move. No offense to Dan. But there are pedestrians on the highway. I'm just a little confused by that.
You're to turn onto the highway.
Okay.
Okay.
What race are they, Ben? Are they dwarves? Let's paint the picture.
Let's establish their value as humans.
right.
Car skill 4.
Handling is 6, I believe. No, it's also 4. With a penalty of 3. It's going to be tight. You can use your control pool, so you can do 8 dice total.
How often do you get to recycle in your control pool?
I can do that again though. I felt like I already used.
You can do it again because now we're into like a new phase. Now you're into a new sequence, but you're now trying to avoid these pedestrians, but you've also got this cop car in pursuit of you. There's a cop car behind you.
Okay.
So you would have to decide, okay, so let me break this down for you too. The way driving works in Shadowrun, the rules I'm using the quick resolution rules from the Mr. Johnson's little black book, but I'm just gonna break this down for you, okay? You have 5 options. You can attempt to flee, which sounds like what you're doing.
Yeah.
You can pursue, which is not what you're trying to do right now.
Correct.
You can go into position test.
Position test.
Which means you're basically just setting yourself up for a better chance at doing something else next round. It's just basically like putting yourself in a good position.
I understand.
Like I hold. And then ram, which is what it sounds like.
Ram.
And then escape. But you can only escape if you've successfully done a flee turn once, and you've done a full turn where they haven't caught up to you.
Well, definitely I'm going for a full escape.
Dial into this rigor, man. Let's do it.
Okay, so you'll need to try to flee then.
Yes.
Right now you're trying to avoid these pedestrians, and then I'm gonna have you roll to see if you flee. You need to choose whether you use your control pool for this test or for the next test to try to flee.
We're either going to kill a lot of people or we're not.
All right, I'm going to use 2 right now.
Okay.
Fuck pedestrians. Sorry.
6 dice.
I respect the pedestrian for 2 dice worth, but not 4.
6 dice. Target number is going to be 7 because it's tight.
John, pedestrians.
Oh, 0.
No successes! Oh, no!
It's just like a... You go straight through. Barrel these fucking
ladies
people.
and are there children? Are there children?
Oh, no! Look at Dan's face.
No, it's late at night. There's no children. There's no children.
Just fucking nail fucking 4 people. It's like bowling pins. They just go flying. You're not able to get around them, and you just smash straight
If
through
any
them.
of you listeners didn't know our true character, now you know, like, we're not true Shadowrunners at all. We're just like, oh no, don't kill those innocent people.
I know, right? Like, what the fuck?
Like, John doesn't give a shit.
I hate it when people play D&D and they're like, I'm gonna be like a good paladin. It's like, get the fuck out of here.
John is a Shadowrunner.
Trying to be like the most virtuous. It's like, come on.
I have a question though. Does Skunk hold on when like one of those bodies goes rolling up over the top?
Good
Let's
question.
see, Skunk. Let's see.
Tina
what you
really
got.
needs Skunk to like bite it right now.
He hangs on. He's rolling
Skunk,
6,
man.
6 every time.
God damn.
He's clinging on, and you just hear him going, "Oh Jesus Christ!" You hear him yelling as like people are rolling up over the hood and shit.
Fucking A, man.
You made it past that trial.
They were all ghouls walking across the street.
Yeah, you can make that happen in your head, sure.
Yeah. Ghouls. That's the safe space that Tina goes to.
Yeah, right.
So now you're successfully turned onto the highway, running alongside the Puget Sound, heading north. You can see fucking boats on the water. You can see the skyscrapers on the other side of the Puget Sound. You're fucking ripping. And it's a packed highway. I mean, there's like fucking cars.
It's the OJ chase, yeah.
And there's cars in every lane, and you're fucking squealing this huge van like through this
I'm
traffic.
using the other 4 dice. I'm using...
Okay, so attempt to flee. Vehicle is going to be your 4 plus your 4. So 8 dice.
The car chasing us is the one that John ran into.
Yeah.
Can Tina help here on this flee move while he's rolling?
Yeah, you can attempt to do something.
Okay, Tina's gonna lean out the window that she already punched out, and she's gonna pull out 1 offensive grenade, and she's just gonna toss it towards the police car that's following.
Okay. So John, so your 8 dice, your target number is gonna be 7.
Let's do it.
Do it,
Come on,
John.
motherfucker.
Do it, John.
4 successes,
motherfucker.
Woo! you've gained distance from this car. The cop car slows down for the pedestrians. He squeals to a stop.
John's gonna make a silent donation to those pedestrians' families.
Tina, you're looking out the window. You got this grenade on the ready, and John is just expertly fucking weaving through this traffic. He's accelerating the whole way up this highway. And he's avoiding cars, and you can see the cop car in pursuit is like kind of slowly weaving its way through the crowd and the carnage that John left in his wake. Then it pulls and starts to speed up on the highway. You can see it's pretty good distance though. It's probably like 60 meters.
Well, I just want to drop it because it's going like a ting, ting, ting on the highway kind of thing. Like, Tina's going to pull the pin with her teeth on this one. She leans out the window, pulls the pin with her teeth, and just does a little underarm toss and lets it kind of ping on the pavement as that car kind of catches up.
Target number 3 is going to be an easy one because you're just... Actually 5 because you're damaged. 5.
How long do I have to keep stun damage? Just out of curiosity.
After a few hours, it's going to go away.
It's a few hours.
Right now, you're still pretty fucked up.
Okay.
That spell hit your soul.
Got it. Okay, throwing weapons is 2 for Tina. Mm-hmm. 2 dice, and what is it?
Target number 5.
All right, here it comes. 2 dice. 6 and a 6.
Woo! Oh, perfect.
Double to
Tina,
6.
it's like chef's kiss. Like you just drop this fucking grenade, and you see 2 cars drive right over it. And then you see the cop car. It blows up right underneath the hood of the front of the cop car and fucking flips it.
Fuck yes.
Does a classic like ooh ooh ooh.
Does a barrel roll in the air and just like
I love it. All right, you are ripping up this fucking what's this highway called? Alaskan Way.
Hell yeah.
You got 1 car out of your way. I'm gonna roll to see if another cop car comes into pursuit.
Where are these fucking cops coming from?
They're on your tail, man.
It makes sense. We're in Seattle. I can imagine there are other cops besides the ones near us.
You're blowing people up on the highway. You threw a live grenade on that fucking...
Yeah, I was driving away. I drove back.
That was awesome. I had an idea here.
Chopper?
No, where's that chopper come from?
A fucking yellow jacket gunship helicopter with a Lone Star symbol pointing on the side of it. Fucking flies up over the Puget Sound and is flying right alongside you in your fucking van right now.
The Need for Speed Hot Pursuit.
Jesus Christ! I gotta look at my character sheet.
You both see this chopper. You just hear.
Tina hears it, but she can't see it.
You can see it because it's lit up. It's got lights all on the sides, and they've got a fucking spotlight shining. You can see the chopper.
Okay.
John, as you're looking, your eyes narrow, and you see the side of this chopper open up.
Yes, like Lethal Enforcers.
What the fuck
They whip out a Vindicator minigun.
Yes.
Fucking huge 6-barrel fucking minigun leveled at the highway right now.
Oh, fuck.
God damn it, Boz took all our fucking rockets out of the fucking car.
All right.
God damn.
Roll me.
Think about how precise that rocket targeting would be with John as a rigger right now.
Roll me 2d6, Chris, with no target number.
John, I feel like this is in your hands. There's only so much Tina can do here.
Come on, motherfucker. 2 successes.
2 successes.
I made a little random table of shit that John could run into on the streets here. He's rolling to see what he's gonna get run into.
I love it.
A car pulls right in front of you, like it's changing lanes. He's not sure what's happening here. Pulls right in front of you, and you swerve to miss him, and you fly right into the oncoming traffic.
Oh shit! This skunk, hold on. This skunk, hold on. This skunk,
It's like
hold
the
on.
Matrix. This is like the Matrix 2.
Fucking skunk! All right, let's see skunk. Skunk! He's still holding on.
No, he's
2
not.
5s.
He's
2 5s. He's still holding on.
He's holding on?
I love
man.
that Skunk is still on.
God damn it!
Tina wants him gone.
Tina in the back of her mind is just like really needs Skunk to fall off the fucking van right
Oh,
now.
yeah,
like,
no, she does. She does, for sure.
Up in the
Tina
roof.
needs Skunk to not be able to share.
Your web of lies would be completely concealed.
She needs Skunk to fucking get just run over by an 18-wheeler right now.
I think it's funny. Tina's like got her arm out the window. She's trying to like grab him and throw him. It's gonna make things a little tougher for Chris because now he's in oncoming traffic. They're fucking flying at him. Like horns are just blasting. This fucking like this is a major highway.
Tougher, but maybe not at the same time.
What's Sovereign doing this whole time?
She's just yelling to John. She's like, gunship! She's trying to point out some things, whatever. It's crazy right now. It's crazy. John, you're gonna roll me another flee test, I'm guessing? You're gonna try to flee again?
Do it, John.
I want to flee.
John, we got heat. We got heat, John.
I'm
We are
aware. I'm
resetting.
aware.
You have to flee one more time to escape.
Tina, you and I are still mad at each other for sure.
Tina's not upset with John. She just feels kind of awkward because she's like, it's that thing where you know you're kind of in trouble. Like once this whole thing calms down, we're gonna have the conversation. She doesn't know where it's going.
Yeah, but at the same time, you're like sort of single tear crying because I picked you up. You still know that John deep down loves you.
He fucking saved her for some
Yeah, you
reason.
know, he's still there. There's a heart there. Then he runs through a crowd of pedestrians. You're like, there's not much of a heart, but he loves me.
They're still fucking running together. They're fucking working together. John's
not perfect, but he does love. Even murderers love someone. They love someone, maybe.
Tina's taking out cop cars left and right, by the way. I just want to.
Yeah, you're kicking it. You both are kicking ass. All right, so John, roll me another flee test. You're going to roll your vehicle.
Yes.
And it's going to be target number 7. Actually, it's going to be target number 9. But you can add your control pool to it.
Shit, yeah.
Okay, so rolling 8 dice for 9.
It's tough.
With this chopper, man, you got to add them all. We got to get out of here. I don't know how you're going to away from a chopper, but
Let's do it, baby.
Target number 9.
what is it?
2 successes, motherfucker.
2 successes. You see the barrels on this fucking minigun start to spin up. And as it starts to spin up, you're able to perfectly angle yourself between, like, there's a lane full of fucking, like, semis. And you get behind, you're like, on it, you put them between
A lane
you.
full of school buses, full of school children.
And the minigun just fucking, you just hear like a, it just sounds like it's so fucking, it's like a whine, like a heavy whine, and it just, it's shredding these fucking semis.
It's a steel wall.
You just you see them just fucking get, like,
I thought they were gonna stop. I'm like, they're school children going to a night basketball game.
That's not funny.
that's not funny, but you're successfully able to flee. Okay, so now we're gonna do one more thing here. Roll me another 2d6. No target number, just 2d6.
What is it?
2 successes.
2 successes.
Hot tonight. John is hot tonight.
Baby, you got any dice?
You got any dice, John?
Hell yeah, I do.
I like the idea that John is still just kind of like catatonic, just like hasn't blinked this whole time. He's just like dialed into the fucking Aerostar, but like it's just like,
do, baby.
You see an exit. You pull on through like 4 lanes of traffic. You just go right straight to this exit.
thread the fucking needle.
As you get onto this exit, you realize it's not an exit. It's an entrance to a fucking parking ramp.
Oh shit.
And you're flying up this like parking ramp right now. Lining up around it, okay? Now, you can roll me another flee. Now you can escape. You did a successful flee, and this chopper doesn't quite see. It's trying to keep an eye on you. If you roll successful here, it loses you because it's got semis between it and you. If you succeed on your escape test, you can get away.
You don't have any more
He's got 2 control pool dice he can add.
2 left.
Oh, that's right.
I don't know how many more of these we can do. You got to escape, man.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
All right.
I'm baby driver right now.
Yeah, that's exactly what you are, dude. Just fucking like drifting up this parking garage.
Oh yeah.
John, you are the van. You're feeling the fucking grips of this tire's
I wish Boz could see the beauty that John is painting with this Aerostar
Oh, she
right
will.
now.
She'll be calling the insurance company tomorrow.
Sovereign is screaming shrill. She's like, this is a fucking parking garage. It's a fucking
Okay,
parking
I want to
garage.
submit one more idea.
Yeah.
What is the clearance on this parking garage? Because Skunk is he still hanging on?
Let's roll.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Is he too tall for the parking garage clearance? Aerostars are a little bit lower clearance, so like maybe he fits in there. I want to submit that for the mechanics of the game.
He's gonna fit.
All right.
Full speed.
Because that was a sick idea, I'm gonna you're gonna add a +2 difficulty for Skunk. Now his target number is a 6. It was 4 before.
What a ride for Skunk, by the way. Yeah, what a ride. What a ride the last hour has been for Skunk.
Absolutely.
So I'm just gonna say this, okay? The van actually does clear. I feel like Tina, you like fucking like rock the van. You like bump down and it rocks it up, and he just fucking clips him. Like he just gets clipped on the fucking entrance sign. He rolled a 5. He rolled a 5 every roll. But he needed a 6 this time, and he didn't get it.
Oh no, Skunk!
Skunk is obliterated, just fucking splats off this fucking thing.
Shit! I'm like, something stinks.
Tina's secret is safe right now.
I mean, John's already killed countless people tonight.
That is so sick.
All right, so Chris, roll me. You can add 2 of your control pool to this, so you can roll 6 dice. Target number's gonna be 5.
Okay.
Because you're the escapee.
Let's go, baby. 3 successes.
3 successes. John, you fucking squeal up in here and around this corner, and just as you turn the corner to go into the parking garage, the semis pull away, and the chopper has got its spotlight, and it doesn't see you. It
just gone.
Keeps going, and it's looking for you on the fucking highway.
Totally concealed.
Dude, sick.
Yeah, that'd be funny if they're like, is that blood there? It's like they see him. It's like, fuck.
Just a cloud of sprayed blood just still settling on the pavement. Just like,
that's awesome.
Sorry, but is that blood?
And Skunk's cell phone just like clinks on the ground. The only evidence that Tina ever called him.
Ooh.
You're like pulling into like it's like a big fucking furniture outlet store, but parking lot. There's like families like hauled like big couches and shit like into their car, and it's a big van pulls around the corner. And it's just you hear like the fucking engine, and it's just there's bullet holes in this fucking van, blood sprayed all skunk stripe. Skunk left his blood skunk stripe on the van.
Skunk striped it.
You're just kind of like moseying past these people. They're just kind of staring at you, like their jaws dropped. You're just driving around in this parking garage. What do?
Tina just kind of sits back on her haunches in the back of the car and just relaxes for the first time in the last half hour and leans up against the back door.
I'm gonna pull her into the spot and just unplug.
Sovereign sits back and fucking breathes out a huge sigh of relief. She's like, that was fucking amazing. She's looking right at John. She looks fucking impressed.
John just pulls open his bag and he just does a big bump of coke, just a huge bump of coke without saying anything.
Nice. Dude, that's awesome. She's like, let me hit some of that.
Sure thing, baby.
And he's
trying to get the sex part going too.
She is enamored with John right now. The way he fucking ripped this van. They had a moment last session where he was very honest with her, and she's kind of loved it. He was kind of cultish. She's kind of followed for it.
Yeah.
She takes the line and she leans back and she goes, all right, so what the fuck just happened though? And you can see she's got a gun and she's pointed it at you, John.
You tell me.
Everything was going fine until we brought you two in here. What the fuck? You trying to tell me Skunk just shot our own guys? What the hell? Are you guys in on something? Were you in on something with Skunk?
John's gonna stay silent for now.
He brings you in, and now this whole run is fucked up.
Tina says, you ever worked with that fuck up before?
You can see that that got her kind of. She's like, yes. And she looked at John because she's had this conversation. It's like a knowing look. I gave him a second chance.
John just does another line of coke and stays silent. I want John to like get a cooler, like an igloo cooler out and just crack a beer. He's gonna crack a beer.
All right, so Tina, it sounds to me like you're bluffing. Can you
Yep, I am.
Roll me your method acting. Target number 4, but it's gonna be target number 6 because of your damage.
Tina knows how to get away with this shit.
So I've got method acting 2, but I also have charisma 2, so they're basically the same thing, yeah. Okay.
All right.
Target number 4. Tina saunters up to the front of the van, reaches into the cooler, cracks a beer. She rolled a 5 and a 3, so she got 1 success. She's just playing it cool. She shows her knuckles to Sovereign, and she just says,
this is from that fucking mage next to the stage. I assume this means we ain't getting paid?
Sovereign lowers her gun, and she's like, yeah. Yeah, I don't think we're getting paid. And she kind of chuckles, and then she grabs one of the beers. She's like, I'm having one of those too. And she tries a beer and she cheers with you guys. She's like, I should have hired you two from the start. Tina, I'm guessing you didn't hear anything about Deadbolt. You know if she got out okay?
Did Skunk shoot that person?
Nope.
Tina, I love how it's dawning on Tina like, fuck, a loose end? Did Skunk shoot that?
No, she didn't hear the phone call because Tina called Skunk direct. So only Skunk and Tina knew what exactly happened.
Tina would respond, but Tina is literally doing the same thing Dan is doing right now, just like looking up into her brain, which is also a tell that means you're lying, but like she's just like,
I have no idea.
Which is plausible with the chaos.
Yeah, I mean,
for you to forget.
Yeah,
I lost track of her after we went in.
She cracks the beer. She's like, huh. And she drinks. She's like, holy shit.
Loose end.
Let that slip.
Wait, really? Did she say that out loud?
Well, no, I'm suggesting that to Sovereign. We're like, is
there's a double entendre.
Oh, like for the run. Like,
did she double cross us as a loose? Yeah,
she kind of dismisses it. She's like, no. Me, Deadbolt and I, we run a long time. If you didn't see her in cuffs, that means that she's probably okay. She probably got out of there and slipped into the crowd or something. Well, maybe we'll hear from her soon. But I'll tell you what. Skunk was a fuck up. That dirty fucking bastard. She kind of spits. She's just like, but he did get me one of the damn finest drivers I've ever seen in my fucking life. She cheers you, John.
I think it's funny if John then pulls out like a cigarette and lights it up and then like gives another cigarette to her.
He lights two at once on the cigarette lighter. Yeah.
As she reaches for the cigarette, your fingers touch.
I think it's funny if the next thing he does is like he takes out like a Viagra and he like drinks it.
Very like Bruce Campbell. My lucky rubber.
John's got so many fucking layers right now. He's like keeping it under wraps that he knows what fucking Tina did.
Yeah.
And Tina just kind of like...
Yeah, that's it. John's exactly. He's burying so many emotions right now. Both sexual frustration and betrayal, and there's so many things coursing through John right now.
She kind of side glances to see if she can make eye contact with John without looking at him. And what is she...
He's not making eye contact. You know, he's pissed.
And Tina's heart just kind of breaks. And she tries to drink that beer and she kind of chokes on it a little bit. And she kind of like spits up in the middle of them and puts out their cigarettes. Yeah, that they're just lit. And she's just like, sorry.
John just lights up two other cigarettes.
That's awesome.
And Tina just like sits back and like the whole van just kind of like sinks and like squeaks a little. Like,
she slumps.
He shakes his head. Like,
for the first time in a couple months now, Tina feels like she might truly be on the outs with John.
Sovereign looks at John and says, I don't suppose you have any place we could lay low. And she takes a drag from her cigarette.
I want John to just like turn to her slowly and just like smile, like a weird smile, and then he starts up the van and starts driving.
That's awesome. And as you pull away, Skunk's hand like slides down the fucking windshield.
Oh God!
Thank you for listening to Pink Fohawk. Check out our season finale in 2 weeks. It's perfect. It's right before the holidays. Everyone take time and hang out with their families and get re-energized for the new year. And we're already working on season 2. It's going to be fucking awesome. You guys, I know we said thank you like a billion times, but I really want to, from the bottom of our hearts, say thanks to all the awesome people interacting with us on Reddit, on Twitter, people that have left comments and amazing reviews for us. You guys are awesome. We really love our fans, and it makes us so happy to know that you enjoy what we're doing, but more importantly, you're getting excited about Shadowrun. And it's just, we've heard awesome stories from people that are like jumping back into 2nd edition after like 20 years and not playing it, or people that have been nervous to play Shadowrun, listening to our podcast and like thinking, oh, maybe I'll give it a shot. That stuff warms our hearts. It really resonates. We just love that. That makes it all worth it. So thank you guys. You guys are the fucking best. If you love our podcast, consider leaving a review on iTunes. That really helps us. Or leave 5 stars or do it on Spotify or whatever. Those kinds of things really help, and it makes people know that we don't suck, which is important. Pink Fohawk theme created by Collin Ruffino. You can find links to his website in the description below, along with credits for other songs used in this episode. Thank you for listening. We'll see you next time.
By the way, I just looked up on this Jalopnik, this car blog website. There was a rear-wheel drive manual transmission Aerostar van.
Nice.
Astra van or Aerostar?
The Aerostar.
Aerostar,
Wow,
baby. That's the Bosmobile.
Nice.
Yep, that's definitely what we have.
Yeah, it's worth like $125,000 at the going rate for used vehicles right now.